Hey guys, Breif here as always. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys had a wonderful summer vacation. For today's video, as you probably already know from the title, we'll be going over the new features and changes that were made with the brand new Garman build and sharing my extremely valued opinion about it. Garman was fairly packed with content compared to previous updates, so I'm only going to talk about changes that actually interest me and leave stuff like general aspect of the game out of the video. If you're experienced enough to play and enjoy as a general, you probably already read through the changelog yourself anyways. Starting from the biggest holy shit factor of the build, the new and improved maps. Encounter, Forest, Hill, Village, Town, Factory, Airfield, Forward Airfield, Mountain, all 9 maps went through major redesigning process. And I'm not talking about adding a few more houses and bushes. These maps looks nothing like the original, it almost feels brand new. Vegetation, houses, and overall feel of the maps looks a little more natural than they used to, which is a huge plus for immersion nerd like myself. Along with the map changes, objective and control points received some changes as well. Generally speaking, most capture points are now much larger. Instead of fighting over a single compound, attackers and defenders now fight to capture a certain area. Players can easily distinguish the boundaries of cap zone with the help of walls, sandbags, and fences, which also provides limited protection from high explosive spamming tanks as well as snipers. Rita also mentioned set rules which are applied to cap zone in one of their live streams, such as having set of ammunition and Panzerfaust crates, vantage point for snipers, static AA, and so on. My original worry was that this will make each cap zone look a little too identical, offering same type of gameplay, but after playing a couple matches on the new build, I can gladly say that I was wrong. I wish I could say everything is cool and dandy with the new map design, but there is one thing that I noticed, which is the increased amount of hide and seek. Remember in the old build, you're in a cap zone and you just couldn't find this one guy hiding somewhere. It's exactly like that, but even worse. With the increased size of cap boundaries and added amount of objects, it takes quite a while to sweep and clear a cap zone. This works in favor for the defenders who can sit and cap for as long as they want, unlike the attackers with limited time to capture the main objectives. I played good 15 to 20 matches since the release of Garman, and I saw only 2 matches where attacker could win by capping, and that were against outnumbered Soviet, so it doesn't really count as a proper victory. I can't think of any clever solution to this issue, as for the moment attackers just needs to somehow coordinate their push using the poor in-game communication system, but I hope Rito can come up with a solution which would balance out the gameplay a tad more. Now, let's talk about deploy zones and spawn protection. As you already know, players can no longer spawn directly on point, instead 100 or so meters away in an opposite direction to where your team is attacking. This eliminates the alternative or the secondary spawn point which we used to have. Players can still spawn while the enemy is in process of capturing a point, offering less traveling but more fighting. I have to admit, I still don't fully understand how the new spawning mechanics and why we needed it in the first place. If Rito's aim was to eliminate spawn camping, it doesn't work well, as I've seen people killing tanks and infantry as soon as they weren't out protection. I can no longer spawn directly on point, meaning I have to waste a vehicle in order to get myself into defending position in a speedy manner. The biggest negative is, I can never tell who's going to spawn directly in front of me while flanking an enemy position from behind. Part of this can be solved by learning the maps and spawning location, but it really doesn't change the fact that you will always have this certain area in a map where you don't want to go because you never know when invisible enemy is going to spawn. I get that this is an attempt to solve spawn camping from behind the points, but it doesn't even do that well, as I mentioned before. So far, not a big fan of the new spawning mechanics. I'm aware that I don't fully understand the system yet, so if you have a better understanding of the new spawning mechanics than me, please let me know in the comment section below. Finally, let's talk about the newly added vehicles. Remember how I complained about Rito adding new vehicles which plays exactly the same as the one we already have? This is the example of them doing things right. The German gets the Schwimmwagen, US and Soviet the QMC Amphibian. These vehicles can travel both on land and water, offering you unlimited access across the river with the price of 170,000 credits.
170,000 credits.
I honestly have no idea why it costs more than my tier 1 heavy tank, but it's Rito logic, so anything is possible. Despite the price, Rito really did a great job with this edition. It feels great to be able to cross river without ditching transport vehicles, and with the improved water physics, river looks nicer, and it also leaves plenty of room for more amphibious vehicles or simply river boats to be added in the future. So that's about it with the Garman update. With the new camouflage, I can make my MG42 look like a space weapon, but I don't think you guys care much, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your feedback to the update in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one.